Key point 1. A disregarded component of our health. Have you ever wondered what lies at the core of well-being? Although a healthy lifestyle has recently become trendy, most books, media, and bloggers only encourage people to join gyms and try diets. Brain wellness, by contrast, often remains neglected, which is a huge mistake. Nowadays, people have much more stress at work and in their personal lives, significantly affecting brain function. Tension may lead to loss of memory, anxious thoughts, poor concentration, and other serious consequences. The COVID-19 crisis only worsened the situation, undermining the mental health of millions of people worldwide. The good news is these changes aren't irreversible. The human brain is malleable, so we can boost or regain its power through training. Scientific breakthroughs have determined what exactly we should do, and this summary encompasses the most crucial points. It's never too late to begin caring about your brain. So, if you want to keep your mind sharp at any age, you are in the right place. Your brain workout starts now. Key point 2. Key points on the brain's map. Let's dive into the basics of the most incredible human organ to improve our health more consciously. First of all, we should know that the brain is made up of two types of tissue. The gray matter contains most neurons and areas that ensure sound reasoning and good memory. The white matter comprises mainly nerve fibers, providing strong connections between neurons. Never underestimate your abilities. Your brain has more neuron connections than stars in the Milky Way. Secondly, the brain consists of a few main parts. Cerebellum. Located in the back of the brain, the cerebellum helps control eye movements and fine motor skills. This relevantly small part is paramount. It contains half of the brain's neurons. Brainstem. Connecting the neck and the brain. The brainstem controls our automatic functions, like temperature and breathing. Cerebrum, left and right hemispheres. This part occupies 8/10 of the brain's volume and is a center of reasoning, interpreting sensory data, and remembering. The cerebrum's outer layer of neural tissue is called the cerebral cortex. Parts include the prefrontal cortex and structural components of the limbic system located underneath the cerebral cortex. These are central to neuroscience. Let's explore some functions of these crucial structures. The prefrontal cortex is vital for human abilities to plan, comprehend reasoning, and make decisions. The amygdala regulates our responses to danger and emotions, varying in size in individuals. The thalamus is responsible for the activities of the sense organs. It also helps control pain and alertness. The cingulate gyrus resembles a belt located in the middle of the brain. It manages decision-making, memory, learning, and autonomic physical functions. The hippocampus is significant for memory and growing cells. The hypothalamus controls hormones, connecting the nervous and the endocrine systems. As for sex differences in brain anatomy, some scientists state that men have stronger connectivity between the front and back brain parts, which helps orient themselves better. Meanwhile, the left and right sides of the female brain are more strongly connected, which improves women's ability to analyze data and reach sound conclusions. However, other researchers believe these differences aren't inborn but social, caused by upbringing. Key point 3. 7 habits to keep your mind young. Everyone loses brain cells, so it's not a question of if but when. Yet the pace of this process differs, and the following factors can speed it up. Health problems like a stroke, Alzheimer's, or Parkinson's disease. A drug and alcohol addiction. Harmful chemicals in our environment. Excessive stress. One consolation, however, is that the brain also grows new cells to replace the lost ones. Neurogenesis. This process happens in the hippocampus and is necessary for the brain's normal functioning. The benefits of these new cells are numerous. Improved decision-making and memory. Sharpened concentration. Boosted ability to cope with stress and anxiety. Reduced chances of cognitive diseases. Your brain's ability to produce new cells isn't affected by age. We can keep our brains young by increasing the rate at which we grow new brain cells. Here are a few simple ways to do it. Exercise. Sustained aerobic activities, like running or swimming, are the most effective for stimulating neurogenesis. Paying attention to posture. Sitting upright and straight significantly increases blood flow to the brain. Besides, it's a practical way to enhance self-confidence. Writing differently. If, for instance, we're left-handed, we can try writing with our right hand. This exercise strengthens the neural connections in the brain because we do something unusual. Snacking on blueberries. These superfoods contain flavonoids, which can increase the creation of new brain cells. Treating ourselves to dark chocolate. It's also a source of flavonoids, but be careful with portion size. A square is enough. Picking up a new word daily. Broadening our vocabulary benefits our speaking performance and adds new neurons to the brain. Imagining ways to enhance our days. The brain loves to dream. Let's dedicate some time to visualize what we can do each day differently. The more the brain works on new things, the healthier it is. Consistency is vital in maintaining healthy habits that promote the growth of new brain cells. So, find a regimen that works and stick to it. Did you know? Lavender scent reduces stress, and frankincense improves brain oxygen. You should try them. Key point 4. Science-based benefits of optimism. Our wellness and life achievements depend heavily on the quality of our thoughts. It's no surprise that they impact the brain too. How? Negative thoughts set sad hormones in motion, lowering focus, happiness, problem-solving, and decision-making. Negative thinking also affects the amygdala, increasing fear. Moreover, it can lead to inflammation of the hippocampus, negatively influencing our ability to think and solve problems. On the other hand, people who always look on the bright side of life tend to have better brain health. Positive thoughts improve focus, reduce fatigue, and release happy hormones. Optimists can easily control their emotions and usually make better decisions. Moreover, research by professors at Boston University in 2019 suggests that optimists live about 15% longer than others. Our thoughts shape our emotions, and our emotions drive our decisions. Kristen Willeumier, PhD. These 7 steps can help us abandon negative attitudes. Writing. We can't note all harmful thoughts, so let's pay attention to the ones that occur regularly and darken our mood. It's also helpful to jot down generalizations, like I can't find a normal job, or I am always so clumsy. In a few days or a week, we should analyze our notes and identify common negative patterns. Reframing our assumptions. Having listed our top harmful beliefs, we should identify why they might be true or false. For instance, for I'm a loser, we should explain why we think this way and give counterarguments, such as everyone may have the same opportunities but different starting points. We can see situations more clearly by applying reasoning to our emotion-laden beliefs. Accepting. Blaming ourselves, saying, I shouldn't think this, only worsens the situation. Instead, let's try to observe and reframe these thoughts. Meditating. Organizing regular breaks to change the focus of our attention and quiet our minds is vital. Limiting media. TV and news websites often trigger negative thoughts by reporting catastrophes. Social media, by contrast, usually shows the ideal life, which leads to constant comparisons and dissatisfaction. We can set a timer for surfing the internet or watching TV to decrease this influence. Having a positive morning routine. This strategy will set the right attitude for the whole day. Exercising. Movement is one of the quickest ways to lift our mood. Negative thoughts are natural. It's focusing on them that causes problems. Key point 5. Diet to boost your cognitive abilities. What we eat affects more than our weight. While some elements may limit blood flow to the brain, others can stimulate the growth of new cells. So each meal is a chance to improve or worsen our mental wellness. What are the principles of a healthy brain diet? 1. Healthy fats are essential. They are critical for cerebral circulation, the production of new cells, and increased thinking abilities. However, fats aren't created equal. We need to limit saturated ones, while essential fatty acids, such as omega-3, should be on our must-have list as our bodies can't produce them. Salmon, sardines, catfish, trout, herring, seaweed, mussels, and other seafood can replenish our balance. Yet, there are some tricks. Due to ecological issues in fish farming, some of these products may contain harmful chemicals. So, before going to a shop, check Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch website to learn more about different species. Another pitfall is the DHA or EPA label that signifies the main types of omega-3 fatty acids on products like cereals or energy bars. Added healthy fats can't minimize the harmful chemicals these foods contain. 2. Complex carbohydrates are beneficial for the brain. Vegetables, fruits, nuts, and beans are rich in this type of carbohydrate. Other excellent sources of this macronutrient are whole grains, like brown rice, whole oats, and quinoa. They give us the glucose the brain needs, but don't raise blood sugar. List products you usually use and what they contain. Deduce what nutrients your diet lacks. 3. Processed and packaged food won't do us any good. Chemicals in these foods may cause memory inactivity, lack of concentration, and a restriction of blood flow to the brain. Also, sugars and other additives can increase the risk of heart disease and diabetes. 4. Plants should make up most of our ration. Dark green vegetables, such as kale, broccoli, and spinach, must be a priority. They contain more nutrients, crucial for cognition, than other plants. For instance, they are full of magnesium, glucosinolates, and vitamins K, C, and E. The best way to ensure a healthy microbiome balance is by prioritizing plant-based foods. Kristen Willeumier, PhD. Did you know? Tofu is a plant-based source of probiotics. Key point 6. A checklist for brain health. If we want to keep our minds sharp, diet isn't the only aspect that requires attention. There are some more steps, which may seem well-known but need more detail. 1. Water. Hydration is vital. It enhances proper blood circulation and greatly improves our brain health. Yet, water quality must be high. So, what source should we choose? Dr. Kristen Willeumier explains that tap water in the USA has contaminants, like disinfectants or copper. Even if their dose is small, these chemicals accumulate over time. Is bottled water better? Apart from plastic particles, this source has another problem. As the Food and Drug Administration controls its quality, experts test it less frequently than tap water. So, Willeumier chooses filtered water and uses glass or stainless steel containers. 2. Physical activity. How does exercise influence the brain? Consider just a few examples. Firstly, the older we become, the smaller the hippocampus gets, which leads to poor memory. Yet, exercising may prevent and even reverse these changes. Moreover, it's almost the only way to avoid age-related shrinkage of the hippocampus. Secondly, physical activity can boost blood flow. Why is it essential? The human brain has around 600 kilometers of blood vessels that take away toxins and supply it with nutrients. The better this system works, the quicker we think, and the sharper our focus. The key to good cerebral circulation is consistency, not intensity. For example, if we walk 35 to 50 minutes a few times per week, in 90 days, our brain blood flow will improve by 15%. However, if we don't exercise for 10 days, cerebral circulation will worsen by 30%. Choose enjoyable physical activity. Otherwise, stress may undermine the benefits of movement. 3. Brain teasers. Brain training is another way to improve our creativity, problem solving, and concentration, slowing the impact of aging. Various methods suit different purposes. Sudoku or jigsaw puzzles help us to become more focused. Learning a foreign language, or at least some words, prevents dementia. Choosing a different route to a shop or bank improves our mental clarity. Willeumier also recommends apps with brain games, which we can play anytime and anywhere. Conclusion. No matter how little attention we've paid to brain health, we can always biohack it and improve its functioning. It only requires determination to alter our lifestyle, for instance, introducing more kale in our diet or longer walks. The benefits of these changes will be noticeable in the short term, and even more importantly, will lay the foundation for a longer and more fulfilling life. Try this. Drawing on what you've learned, choose the steps you want to implement and devise a plan. Download a dictionary app to your phone that sends you new word updates to keep your brain active and healthy. Have at least 7 hours of sleep to allow your brain to recharge, process short-term memories, and store new data you've learned throughout the day.